Okay. Hi, Forever family. We are very happy to share this moment with you.
Yes. We apologize for our English. We are studying it, and today we decided to leave our comfort zone and to try to do our speech in English. Thank you. Fabiola and I will talk to you about retention. As we saw before with Marina, sponsorship is the basis for starting a successful business. In the second phase of the 4 core, the main goal is to maintain consistent team results to ensure long-term revenue. Therefore, our task is to take constant actions to keep up the team's loyalty.
Just a moment. Everything starts in our minds. We must have a strong why that gives us the possibility to be constantly motivated to avoid our business from suffering. There will always be down moments. The difference is how we react on what happens to us. In those moments, try to do what I am about to tell you. Take some paper and write 2 personal goals and 2 business goals to achieve during the year and read them every time you experience negative situations. For example, one of my biggest whys is them, my husband and my son. Try to dig deep and ask yourself what or who you are doing it for. Don't make choices to please others. Give priority to yourself. This will be everyday fuel.
One key to success is definitely to be 4cc active. This is the starting point, the minimum goal that every FBO should achieve every month. We know very well that for all the companies' incentives, we must be active with the 4cc's, so we must be good at getting all the FBOs in the team to focus on achieving this goal. We should try to be active in the first days of the month so that the remaining days we can work with greater serenity to achieve more important goals. To give greater importance, we actively celebrate this result within the team so that all members have the opportunity to celebrate others and to be celebrated. Gratification is an essential part in our work. It gives the right importance to every single success. It also raises our self-esteem and gives our mind the habit to think like winners.
Okay. We become a product of the product. Let's start by replacing all the products at home to generate at least 1 cc. In this way, we will become the healthier version of ourselves. For example, I have a daily routine that I show every day on social media. This way, I gain credibility from the customers and I have a greater chance of gaining their trust. The goal is to know all of our products well, to experience their benefits and recommend them in the best possible to others. All this action will allow us to generate more trusted customers and consequently be 4cc active with little difficulties.
How to maintain our team? We have WhatsApp groups where we celebrate the success of each team member and we also forward the company's communications. We have weekly trainings where we will talk about mindset, social media, products, marketing plan, so everything they need to increase their skills and knowledge. But the one I prefer most is the first Zoom of the month, Celebration Day, during which we celebrate all of those who have distinguished themselves by achieving results. Speaking of celebrations, for several months we have created a group called the Victories of the Week. Every Monday, every team member has the chance to share their victory. This gives us the possibility to know each other better, to create enthusiasm, and to create positive energy. Back to the weekly training Zoom, we also do role plays to understand what difficulties our downline may have, so that we can work on it and understand together how to improve. Once a month, there is a Zoom reserved only for the active ones. For that occasion, we try to raise the level of training and to create something exclusive. The goal is to stimulate those who are not active that month to do their best to be 4CCs active during the following month, so they can participate in this exclusive Zoom. We also create incentives or rewards to give further motivation, and every time we can wait for more and more people to achieve them. For example, a few months ago, 2 girls won a weekend in Venice. They thanked us so much because they had the opportunity to relax with their partner and their children in a beautiful city without any cost for them. We think it is important to involve also our FBO's partners to let them touch with hands the potential of our business. Another example, in March, we created a new incentive where we will give 2 people the opportunity to experience the wonderful event that will be held in Cannes in June. It is true to say that to qualify for these awards, you must achieve results and deserve them 100%. But many of them give everything because they know that they will be celebrated and will live in an incredible experience. We also have a manager group where we work in synergy to always have new ideas that we can apply for our growth. The world and our market are constantly evolving. We must be good at keeping update and always experimenting new things that give us the possibility of being one step ahead of others. Another very important thing, every month I have a one-to-one coaching course with those who are standing out within the team. In these sessions, there are 3 times a month. We plan and monitor their goals and their action plan. We work on a winning mindset, transmitting them the importance of investing in their personal growth.
How we engage customers' loyalty. With every order placed, take note of what they buy and when. I contact them during their program to understand how it's going and give practical advice on any physical well-being routine. Based on their needs, I take advantage by suggesting new products to them, making them understand the importance of having consistency in taking supplements. Here are some typical chats. Hello, Liliana. How are you? Update me on your program. How is it going? Do you like the aloe? I have some good vouchers today to continue with you with your gut and health. Hello, Francesca. How are you? How is your program going? Update me. I have some news for you to continue with your well-being. Kiss. One piece of the advice I wish to give you is to never treat a customer like a number, but as a person who is experiencing a pain or a difficult situation with, for example, her body, that we must try to assist and to help. By listening to the customer's needs, there will be a greater chance for them to buy often. Creating trusted, Our goal is to create solid relationship, and I reward those who spread the voice by sending them free products. Creating trusted relationship with our customers. It will give us the possibility that some of them will choose to become FBO by discovering the fantastic business opportunity.
To close, these are the 3 keys to success for us. Number 1, the importance of being 4cc active. It is the minimum goal to achieve every month. Number 2, team management and training. It is essential to improve their skills and knowledge. Number 3, pamper the customer to encourage them to purchase again and to share the benefits with their friends, helping us create more customers and future new FBOs. Thank you everyone for listening. We hope to have given you some useful insights. Thank you. That you can immediately use to grow your business. Thank you, everyone.
Enjoy your day.
Bravissimo.